Total War for Heorth, part 2 of our Isengard campaign in the Dawnless Days Total War. This campaign is absolutely brutal. We start landlocked with only one region, Isengard, and we can only go to war with Rohan, which happened inevitably in the first part. We took 3 of their cities, but they are still significantly stronger than we are. In fact, we are strength rating 16, just as we were at the start of the game. So we have not improved. Gondor is still number 1 and Rohan dropped from 2 to 7. But just look at the power bar, they are still 3 times as strong as we are, and they have 3 times as many settlements. But we did almost destroy 2 full stacks of them over the last couple of turns. A full stack besieging Isengard got wrecked by our brutal garrison, with Saruman leading it personally, and this stack with their Prince Heortslade in charge attacked Ginburg, and we pretty much destroyed him with only these 2 small armies and with no garrison. We have a dilemma here. We made some early gains, but we do not have sufficient control over this province of Gap of Rohan. We need a lot more influence and time for instability to go away before we can stabilize it. Also, we have this choke point of Faesburg, where we are also losing control badly. So we could sue for peace. How do you feel about it, my old friend? Ooh, moderate. Huh. That's a possibility, right? Or we could keep pressing. The reason to stop the war would be to consolidate Gap of Rohan under our rule, improve control and increase incomes, focus on economy for a little bit before we restart the war. The reason to keep pushing is that we are now strong and momentum is on our side, whereas Rohan is weak. We could capitalize on it and maybe even take this city of Heortslade with timber. Very likely this was their only army there, and it's just got crushed attacking us in Ginburg. So if we act swiftly and decisively before they rebuild there, we might even be faster than unrelenting tribes and take it for ourselves. Also, this small army and the beaten up garrison, we sacked the Grimslade last turn. They are not enough to stop us. We could attack and sack the city again, wiping out this army and enriching ourselves. So this, plus, not to mention, we can wipe out the prince, huh? How about that? Well, a lot to gain if we continue the war. Even if only for a little bit longer. And our brutal generals, just look at them. Absolutely menacing. So, where do we start? Probably wiping him out, yeah? Both Lurtz and Mog leveled up, yeah? In fact, this is Nulzav. It will not be stopped. So we're going to make... Oh, level 2 commander. Excellent. 10% movement, 10% battle movement. Good stuff. And how about Lurtz? Commander 1. Do it. Now, we press on and attack him, yeah? You attack. He's probably likely to run away, yeah? He's not got much left. Ooh, he can't run away. In which case... you wipe him out, yeah? Just go aggressive. Excellent, only 60 men lost. We don't care about 1% replenishment, just go for money. And Brutal Lurtz leveled up again. Excellent. In fact, this is army. We go for silver banners, yeah? You're fighting Rohan, so this is perfect. Okay, and now, what do we do? Do we press on? Can we get there in 2 turns, yeah? Can we attack next turn? Only if we double time. If we double time, we can set up attack. If we come here, we might actually even be able to see it, yeah? How about that? Yeah, it will not be stopped. I think we just press on, guys. This is too good of an opportunity. If we take this city, yeah? In fact, we will not have land connection of our own. Oh, will we through here? I think we will, yeah? So we will be able to open trade with these folks. Northern Enedwaith and the Southerners, yeah? And also maybe these crappy guys here, the... whatever they're called, the ones over here, yeah? It's a lot of potential trading partners. And then we can decide what to do with unrelenting tribes. They've been a useful tool so far, but a mere tool nonetheless. Do you crack on and have a look what's in here? In fact, yeah, just crack on. Don't overcomplicate this. Let's see what's in there in the first place. What's in there is the crappy unrelenting tribes on the way, and they are probably closer and faster, yeah? They'll take it. Can we see the garrison? We can't, so you need to double time, buddy. Yeah, White Hand will not be stopped, but you need to hurry up. City in ruin, they are rebuilding. In fact, they have no crappy garrison here, so they're going to fall to this army. Is he on double time at least? He is. What's the chance he's got no movement to get there? We can get there, yeah? Pretty sure we can, but we have 10% movement. There is a very small chance that he's just out with, because this is his range on double time. I wouldn't bank on this, but if there's no garrison, yeah? We can even see how quickly they rebuild. 4 turns, yeah? So there'll be no one here for another 3 turns. Which means we don't even need to bring any more units in. We can just take it with what we have here, yeah? Which means this guy, Nulzav, can come back to the front lines. We don't need to push any further units into there. Okay, also, do we need these guys? They are not replenishing and they'll take a while to replenish. They are also expensive. So the answer is only one. Out. Even if they get the general here, we just replace our general and we have 2 units versus 1. They can also still hire some crappy mercs, yeah? Exactly, so we should be fine. Also, the most likely outcome is for unrelenting guy to take it, yeah? The Trulda general. What is this? Tribesmen farmers. What a joke. These units are crap. Okay, next. Priority number 3. Yeah, we'll be pleased if you sack this crappy town again while also wiping this army out, yeah? Do we need any more? The garrison's been wiped out last turn. Did it rebuild? 3 units damaged. And the army is another 7. So let's call them 9. We have 16, slightly damaged. We have enough advantage to wipe them out without any reinforcements. Press on. Yeah, also good. But not good enough, yeah? If we auto-resolve, we're going to suffer massive attrition here. And we might need to do this every turn. Ooh, night attack is beneficial for us, yeah? Because we have like +5 attack and morale during night assaults. Going to suffer attrition here if we want to... just auto-resolve this. We have significant advantage. Go aggressive, yeah? Let's see how many we lose. Oh, 700, absolutely brutal. Although, 150 on these crappy guys. The timber slaves, yeah? They are useless. So massive attrition on the one of the archers. Interesting. Okay, but... can sack this crappy city again, even if only for 500. That's still free money. And we destroyed an army inside, yeah? So it was all very much worth it. He's already pleased, my dear Mog. Now get commander and come back to Faesburg, yeah? Press on. -9 control, huh? It's not looking pretty. We keep this crappy guy around? I think we do. He's replenishing fast and it's 100... it's only 28 in upkeep and this is cannon fodder, yeah? Why not? And how about you? Can you make it to... Faesburg if you double time? No, you can't. Then maybe just end movement in Ginburg, so you improve control. Now these guys, 5 turns to full, and these 4 and 2. This guy 6, and this is the elite guy that costs us 300 per turn. I don't think we keep him around, yeah? Just disband. The horse is also 5 turns, man, but we can merge them with these next turn, yeah? Just gonna probably shift this army over and disband the extra general. We don't need all of them. Yeah, I'm going to keep these guys, because we'll just do a lot of merging next turn. So we get double replenishment and we save the keep the units, yeah? Now, Isengard, the brutal province of Gap of Rohan. Our original plan was to only expand Isengard, yeah? In fact, this is stopped, yeah? We need to fix, speed up the repairs, yeah? Do it. Everything else is repaired, excellent. However, expanding Isengard costs 4 pop, whereas we can get... double expansion for the same population if we do 1 each in Ginburg and Dunseld. And what can we build here? What can we build? I actually quite like this building. This is amazing building actually. Scrap collector, yeah? Oh, look at this. 300 gold and 5% armor for new recruits. Brilliant. Now 300 gold with Saruman's gigantic boost to tax income, and once we stabilize control it's going to be more like 500 from tier 2 building. After all the bonuses, so that's actually worth a ton. Going to build it, expand Ginburg, build another one of these here, and this will give us 600 gold right away. In fact, more, yeah? What's our tax multiplier here? About 30%, yeah? So we're looking at 400 per building, 800 extra gold per turn, and it's only going to go up from there. Absolutely brilliant. That is once we upgrade this to tier 2. Now, do we keep this stuff? What we're getting from here? It's tier 1 field, 80 food and 130 gold. If we change this, we get... less food and less gold, but we can improve to higher tiers, yeah? So probably makes sense. Because tier 2 of that is already better. 120 food and almost 200 gold than tier 1 of this. So we do this, yeah? Nothing else to build. So the last question is, are we recruiting? Wait, we also have Faesburg to take care of. Farmstead. Farmstead is slightly better than the corrupted soil, yeah? This building, treated soil upgrade. So we're gonna keep it, yeah? It still gives us food and everything else. No need to touch it. And what else do we need here? Another scrap collector? It's not gonna be as good. How about experimental lair? Gives influence and control. We need to combat Rohan's influence here. It's gonna be a while before we take this province under control, so the sooner we start converting it, the better. Although we leave money on the table if we go for this. But influence is very important, yeah? What's our influence here anyway? Probably meager, yeah? Yeah, Whitehound will dominate all, don't you worry. You'll be a part of that, my dear creation. So we have 28. In fact, they have 28, we have 6, and our influence is dwindling here. So we need more influence, and the best way to get it is to build this stuff, yeah? At tier 2, which we can build right away, it gives 8 influence and up to 4 control. We probably won't get that bonus right away, but influence is important, yeah? So build it. Okay, and diplomacy. No one... I don't think anything can change here. How about Rohan? How about peace now? Ooh, Rohan begs for peace. Not going to do this turn. The reason is simple. There's still small chance we can take this city here next turn. And if we do, I would rather do that and then sign peace, yeah? Then maybe focus on consolidating our core province and taking care of the western folks. For now, we're going to keep the war running. But out of curiosity, how much are they going to pay? Not much at all. Yeah, getting still very far away from dominance level 2. But we'll get there. We will get there. For now, let's press on. Crappy goblins, I already told you to go away. Alright, what happened here? They made it all the way. It's not so good. This was supposed to be ours. Yeah, taste man's flesh. In fact, maybe we taste their flesh. They don't seem very strong at all. And if we take their lands, we get 3 resources and we replace 1 trading partner, these crappy guys, with goblins. Goblins should stick around longer. Also, this whole west seems like ripe for colonizing, yeah? There are 4 weak small factions and 4 provinces. We can take it all. Recolonize the destroyed cities. Then we would be bordering Gondor. Is this even good? But then we have our northern and western flanks secured. Just need to keep maybe an army here to keep Gondor in check. Well, they should be busy enough fighting Mordor anyway. Or do we press on? Rohan still has a lot of power. They rebuild anything? No, buildings are in ruin, which means we're not making any money. But we can besiege... we can't quite make it to Helm's Deep, yeah? We also need to replenish this army. I'm sure they are recruiting heavily deep inside. They still have 11 regions, yeah? We are very far from being done. Look, this is all Rohan. We have 2 options here, yeah? Either keep the war of Rohan going, or sue for peace for now, and focus on the west and north. Rohan is weak, now is the time to keep pushing. What would you do, guys? What's the best course of action here? We already achieved our initial objective of consolidating Gap of Rohan under our brutal White Hand banner and taking Faesburg, which is a perfect choke point. All their attacks will be concentrated here. So we just need a garrison and a decent stack to hold it. What can you get, buddy? You already have civil administration, we don't bribe. Oh, shadow corruption action, excellent, get it. Should get even more influence now. Yeah, we're still losing control. I think we should consolidate. We do have enough money to raise another... Oh, wait. We just got this. Training facilities. Which allow us to create better and bigger and stronger orcs. Excellent. Start building these barracks, yeah? Half-orc axes, half-orc spears, Uruk-hai riders and Uruk-hai archers. Excellent. And wargs. Finally some decent cavalry. Well, probably wargs are crap to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, build this village here. Tier 3 Isengard completing next turn, excellent. Let's build working fields here and double scrap collector. Look how cheap this building is. Tier 1 and 2 cost us like 1500 gold in total and they pay 400 a turn right away. Absolutely brilliant. 400 with extra taxes that is. Okay, we are now being penalized, yeah? For being less than 10%? Actually, it's still no drift. That's good, that's fine. No penalties and no devastation. We fixed everything. What are you talking about? What devastation? Everything is fine. No buildings damaged. Okay, but back to technology, yeah? What do we go for? Do we have enough economy to afford tier 3 units? Tier 3 units are very, very expensive. What else can we get here? Blacksmith is good. Morale for Wildman is nonsense. Attrition? I don't think so. We are not fighting in Wasteland. We are fighting on the plains. Campaign line of sight is irrelevant largely. Yeah, so from these only military industries seems like a good idea. Ooh, 5% upkeep reduction. Of course, take it. How much are we paying right now? Whoa, this is going to save us 200 and it's only going to go up from there. Okay, so what do we do, guys? What do we do? How much is this trade with Dunlending tribes bringing us? Less than 200 gold, which much rather take all these settlements for ourselves and trade with goblins. Yeah, I think we'll go to war with these guys, which means we should probably finish the war with Rohan. Wait, Rohan has no other wars, yeah? They also find Dunlending tribes. There is no one to the west, to the east of them they can actually fight. So the worry is, if we sue for peace with Rohan, they'll just rebuild and bring 2 or 3 stacks against us, while just when we'll be tied in fighting the northern folks. But if we push deeper into Rohan, we're just opening ourselves more, because we have a perfect choke point right here. Any further east, and we'll have at least 2 settlements to defend. Edoras, huh? We need to consolidate. We are looking at the wave of rebellions. Going to sign peace with Rohan and focus on Dunlending tribes. They are weak, they have resources, it's an easy conquest. And then we go back to Rohan. Let me know if this is what you would do, guys. share your thoughts on that. I'm not entirely convinced, but I don't really want to push further east at this stage. We have weak enemies to the west and the north of us. They seem like also lands very rich in resources. And then there's the edge of the map here, yeah? There's nothing else in this section. We can just trade with goblins using all these resources, enrich ourselves mightily, and build industrial base here, yeah? So let's end this brutal war. Oh, peace is only moderate now. Okay, if peace is moderate, maybe we can change your mind by wiping out the garrison in Grimslade again, yeah? Press on. Attack! Wipe them out. How about we raise it? I don't want to raise this. It's gonna be ours at some point.
Saruman will be pleased.
Yeah, he's already pleased, man. Look. +4 morale against Rohan. Excellent. How is the peace, odds of peace now with Rohan? Oh, we dropped to 19, not so good. It's still only moderate. I'm going to suggest that. Yeah, they accept it. Okay, fine. The relationship is in tatters, yeah, -400. That is going to be impossible to come back from. But it gives us a few turns where we can focus on other priorities, yeah? So, nothing to do here. We want to consolidate these forces, so you're going to double time and you guys going to trade units. Okay, so we have a full stack here with Mog, although this unit is crap, so it's really 19 stack. That's also depleted. Yubadi, I'm paying 500 for basically one unit in the general. That's also depleted. Maybe not such a good deal. Going to get a new general here, yeah? Let it be Ugluk? Sure. The Warbread, excellent. Get him inside and start recruiting second stack. We now make 2300 profit and we don't have that much to build, so we can absolutely afford more troops. Also upgrade this cuisine gathering. Yeah, and we have no other buildings to build, which is a good problem to have. And probably leave a full stack here, which along with the garrison should be enough to... In fact, it's only a matter of time before Rohan strikes back, yeah? What garrison will we get here? 4 rabbles and 2 bow rabbles. This is a pretty crappy garrison. Then if we go to colony, much better. 3 half-orcs and goblin men bows. This is a decent garrison. What do we need for colony? Oh, it's very far away. Okay. It looks like the crappy orc camps are also capped at tier 3. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we only get 6 crappy units for now, which means we probably need maybe 15 stack here. And if they bring 2 stacks, we might not even defend with full stack. Maybe just leave a full stack here to be secure. Full stack also allows us to counterattack, yeah? If they don't attack, just press on towards Dunselt, for example. We can attack one of them and see if we get any luck. So, what do we need to get to full stack? Definitely don't need this guy anymore, yeah? A couple of these crappy calves might be useful for running down the runners. All this is good, just need more archers and some spears. Probably this Mordor crappy rabble can go, yeah? Super weak unit. In defensive battles, you want a lot of archers. We have 6. So maybe can take some of these ruffians out, add more archers and 2 half-orc spears. But half-orc spears will only be available in 3 turns once we complete Levin Complex, tier 2 barracks in Isengard. Yeah, so another question is, do we actually wait these 3 turns, or do we just start recruiting right away? Would be good to know how expensive these half-orc units are. Probably much more expensive than the junk we have right now. You know what? Going to have a look at this army, buddy. We have access with them, so we can move through their lands. We can actually scout around and see how strong they are. Can't exactly see them. Even if we're just next door, we only see 3 crappy units. And the garrison is back, yeah, because this is their main building. 8 units, huh? Including this brute. Okay, have a look at the other cities. In fact, we should be able to see them, yeah? No, we don't. Then you are going to scout for us. Or, you know what? I'm just going to disband you. You're too far away and you're costing us too much. Out. And going to disband you too. The change of plans is we wait 3 turns before recruiting more. We can't wait 3 turns, guys. Rohan is going to build at least a full stack in 3 turns. We need to rebuild fast and strike while... Is of essence. We are against the clock. Everyone... We are 19th strongest on the map, yeah? Everyone is getting stronger fast. We have no time to waste. Ooh, these guys. Deteriorating. Why is that? Past treaties with Rohan. They don't like Rohan either. And we should be friends and trading partners, yeah? Yeah, we have no time to waste. Just going to use goblins and as our main force for now. They should at least trade evenly with these guys. In fact, looking at these guys, they're crap. Tribal youths and tribal riders. Uruks will come too. For now, get how many can we hire? Well, we can hire 5, so we can get the full in 4 turns. Yes, so start with, and we also need 2 units for him. Yeah, definitely need more archers. Gonna start with that. Yeah, get 5 archers. Yeah, and press on. Wait, we don't have money to do this. We're only making 3k per turn. If we field another stack, even made of crappy goblins, we'll barely be making any money, and we don't have enough money to actually hire all these goblins. Yeah, yeah. We'll be out of money in 7 units. We need to wait a couple of turns before we start recruiting, so we have bigger stash. There's no point running out of money halfway through building an army. Better wait a couple of turns and build it in full. So you pay less upkeep overall, yeah? So we consolidate for now. We stay put, improve control, save a little bit of money, and in a couple of turns, once we have a bigger stash, we start building an army that will conquer north and west, yeah? For now, press on. Oh, dominance level 2, excellent. We can have a second governor. Good stuff. Goblins and Anduin Vale are at war. Okay. Now, since we now have an option for a second governor, who should be that man? Need someone with big governance and increased control. That would be the ideal candidate. Isengard Engineer. Governance +2, +5. Wealth from buildings. Control +2. Although it hits growth hard. How much growth do we have here anyway? We have -1 growth, so we can't put this guy in charge because it will be depopulating. He's too brutal for the job, man. Control -2. These guys are too much of brutes to be managing anything. And can't trust our captains either. They have the same problem with them. A bunch of brutal orcs. Okay, how about we randomly appoint one of these guys? See what they have. We need to pay for him. And we don't know what skills they have, yeah? There's no way to check that. Unless we attempt to hire an army. We should then be able to see. No, we don't. We need to hire them blindly. Fine, just hire this guy and hope he's any good. Ooh, excellent. +6 influence. Yeah, it's not as good as governance. And it's also +2 influence from this. So he's giving 6 influence here. 8 in fact. He's decent. Very decent indeed. Now we can start fighting back in terms of power of shadow influence. Yeah, ours is now going up, even if only slightly. It was going massively down not long ago. Good stuff, very good stuff. Okay, should we build walled camp? Probably the answer is yes. Also Isengard level 4 gives us 4 growth, 1 control. Victory points we didn't care about. Nothing else is particularly good here. Just also a little bit of influence. It's very expensive for what it offers though. Perhaps upgrading this is a better use of our funds. A little bit of growth, huh? I think this is better. Dominance points only matter later on. Yeah, we're going to hold on with this. We don't have that much money to splurge. It's more important to build a second stack and start conquering small factions west of us.
Saruman will be pleased.
Maybe he will. You don't know that. We're just bumming around here, not doing much useful. Grimsdale still has no garrison. They did rebuild 1 crappy building. We could even trade with Rohan. Relationship is improving, but only by 2. At this rate, it's going to take 200 turns before it's back to neutral. In other words, it's never gonna happen. Oh, of course, Edict. We go for control, yeah? Goes without saying. Nothing else is even remotely good. How's our control in Gap of Rohan? Still going down by 3. Man, it's so difficult to stabilize it. Once you start recruiting a second stack, things will improve, yeah? And we'll start doing this next turn. No time to waste. Move on. Oh, we got roads. Excellent. So tier 3 of main building in a province builds roads. Okay, what do we want here? Yeah, nothing is good here. Doesn't matter what we take. Just go with this, yeah? Yeah, we stabilized crappy Faesburg at -61. It's not ideal. But at least we stopped the rot. That counts for something. Yeah, I don't think we can afford this. The benefits don't justify the enormous cost. We're better off just fielding a stack that will also improve public order while we're building it, yeah? And next turn we also get nice discount on units, on unit upkeep. That should help a little bit too. Okay, so our recruitment general, recruiter, yeah, Nulzav, get him. The Ironclad, of course. Now we get access to better units in 1 turn. Do we want to hire any of this junk? I don't think so. So we wait another turn, yeah? Press on. Okay, military industry hours, excellent. We can hire even more brutal orcs now. Nulzav, recruiter, huh? Excellent. Back online. And what do we have here? What do we have? Whoa, so many units now available. Excellent. First and foremost, we have cavalry. Crappy works of Isengard. Light works. How they compare to these guys? More expensive and bigger upkeep, but better attack, better weapon damage, better charge. better armor, like everything is better. Although these have precursor javelins. These have 7 or 6 javelins. That is pretty good. Same health, lower speed. They're better, yeah. I'm never a fan of skirmishing cavalry. 2 poor armor, range is low, ammunition is low. They don't even get that many kills, and once they're out of ammo, they can't even consistently beat archers in melee. So going to go with these guys, but how about better archers? How do these compare? Uruk-hai archers. Okay, so melee stats are marginally better. They also get 11 more armor, more morale, same missile damage, ammunition, range and rate of fire. But they also get this, which is what? Dexterous, yeah? I'm actually not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced this unit is worth extra 50 in upkeep. Because what you want from archers is to be shooting, yeah? You don't want to use them in melee unless absolutely necessary. These crappy goblin bows might just be good enough until we get Uruk-hai. Heavy Uruk-hai units, tier 3 ones. Crossbowmen. Scout unit of above average sight. That is not good enough. Just gonna go with goblins then. At least we know goblins are actually better than they seem to be. And they look at glance. So, gonna first hire for this guy, so he is up to full. Yeah, let's go for 2 more archers for him. So he has 8, 2 calves and 10 melee units, yeah? That will be plenty. So we want 2 archers and maybe 3 spearmen, because spears are very important against Rohan, yeah? So get 2 of these guys, and how the spears compare. Well, decent stats all around and massive bonus versus cavalry. Slightly low on armor, but should be good enough, yeah? Yeah, get these 5 and you just bring them over to Faesburg next turn. It's so tempting to start Isengard improvement, yeah? But it's not worth it. Okay, and now next tech. What do we go for? What do we go for? We already discounted these 2. Upkeep -5 for all units. This is also good. And enables forge. How close are we to blacksmith? Blacksmith. Very far away, yeah? We need 4 pop to expand this and build blacksmith. We're nowhere near. So there's no point going for the one that gives forge if we can't upgrade it. 5% upkeep is fine, but we don't really benefit from anything else here. These are Uruk-hai units, the big, massive, very expensive ones. Maybe we don't have economy to support them yet. So perhaps we focus on bringing the hobbits to Isengard. How about this? History of the Ring. Starts the hunt for the One Ring mission chain. Yeah, let's bring the hobbits to Isengard. Then maybe we get the other 2 to get that extra food. Especially this is important. In fact, forget about crappy hobbits. We go for this. Construction works. -10% construction and material supplier, which gives another 5% discount, yeah? We'll save a lot of money on all this stuff in the province. Then we look for hobbits. Yeah. Dear friend Theoden. Let's forget about this small misunderstanding from last year and maybe we just go to being friends again. How about a little trade? Not interested? How about we pay you? No. I'm disappointed in you, man. I will come back to that. Okay, press on. Gondor declares war on us. Interesting. We don't even have a border. Wait, what if they have crappy rite of passage? Ooh, fuel to feed the fires. You have walked the woods of Fangorn. You know what? This is going to end badly. I don't mind chopping the forests down. This is what we need for our war machine. But the penalty could be harsh, whereas the horse lords of Rohan may not take kindly to this transgression. Who cares? The relationship is in tatters. It's -400. If we chop a few of their trees, that's nothing compared to wiping out the Crown Prince, taking 3 of the regions and destroying a bunch of their armies, plus sacking Faesburg repeatedly. I think we just go with this, yeah? Of course we do. Gondor Isengard. Not so good, not so good. So the most important question is, do they have rite of passage with crappy Rohan? Oh crap. This is not so good, because we can now expect invasion from Gondor. They can also march through here, through this desolate place. Man, that is not so good, because there is no... we can also invade them. We suddenly also now need to defend this crappy Dunseld. That is unnecessary. Wait, where is... There's a crossing over here, yeah, by the looks of it. Yeah, we can move far away. That is not what we wanted, man. Can we just forget about this war, dear Gondorian friends? No. Okay. On the other hand, Dunlandings brought a full stack here. Now can have a good look at them. Tribal warriors, huh? Doesn't seem like a strong unit. Very little armor. Yeah, all these units are crap. It's basically a crap stack, yeah? They are going to take Grimslade, which is a good development for us. Gives Rohan something else to do than attacking us. Very, very good indeed. Okay, definitely gonna build walled camp here. Control is going up by 4. Good stuff. Going up by 4 here too. Excellent. And influence is rising nicely. Good stuff. Okay, buddy, come here. You trade units, guys. You want these 5, and you want to give him away 3 of your guys. Perhaps 3 ruffians, so we keep the strongest garrison possible, yeah? And back to Faesburg. And you going to start moving towards here and recruiting more. Another question, do these crappy scrap collectors stack or not? Well, we can quickly test it, yeah? We have completed both, and this is 5% extra armor. These guys have 20, so I either get 21 or 22. We get 21, so they don't stack. You only get 5% boost from the first scrap collector, the second one does nothing. Which makes sense. So, do we really need an army here to hold Dunselt? I really don't want to leave a second army to do nothing. In 2 turns we get improved garrison. It's going to be 6 crappy rebels. That's like nothing. We'd need at least 10 strong units to defend from a full stack of Gondor. Suddenly our economy is not looking that great anymore. And this is a tough spot. What do? We've signed peace with Rohan, which doesn't really give us much other than prevents us from raiding them and sacking the city repeatedly. We now have another border to defend, and these guys, Dunlending tribes, just prove to be quite useful because they are about to attack Rohan through our lands. Guess we just keep recruiting and see what happens, yeah? How much is this upgrade? 50 gold, that's not too bad, but all we get is like 1 armor. Really not that great. Wait, do we not also get... Yeah, just get 1 armor, it's not worth it, forget about it. Okay, so if we're building stack to defend this, what do we need? We'll get 4 crappy Mordor rebels and 2 bows, yeah? Probably need 1 warg to chase the runners, maybe another 5 bows, and maybe 4 strong melee units, such as half-orc spears. They are pretty good defensively, even 4 of them. They should be better than crappy goblins, yeah? Yeah, massively better melee defense, and also bonus versus cavalry. This is going to cost a lot. 2,000 gold to have a half stack stationed here, plus a general, more like 2.5. This will basically eat our whole income. We can't afford this. We just can't. If you want to have 2 armies stationed, this is going to eat all our income. We'll never be able to expand any further. We need to scale back defenses. Maybe have 1 half stack in Dunselt, another one in Faesburg, and expect Rohan to only, or Gondor to only show up with a single stack. Then put a 3rd stack together, which would be full stack, and attack someone in the west. I still think it's more important to consolidate north and west over fighting Gondor and Rohan. We can only trade with one of these guys. If we had land connection with all of them and we're making a couple thousand from trades, then maybe it would make more sense. But they also have resources which you can sell to other folks. Just makes sense to attack them, yeah? That's what we're gonna do. So for now we just keep recruiting, yeah? Gonna go with 5 archers, 4 melee units, a cavalry and a general, yeah? So just get these guys. They are the best we can get right now, yeah? Get 5 of them. Yeah, suddenly it's not looking that good anymore. Look, you have 30% construction cost reduction from this. The total construction cost reduction from Saruman is brutal 55%, yeah? And then we get another 15 once we upgrade builder to material supplier for 70% construction reduction, and also 10% from this. This is enormous. This is 80% construction cost reduction in our home province, which will basically make this tower so cheap. It makes sense to wait. It can probably make sense to wait with everything. But garrisons are also very important, so we stick with these for now. Yeah, and press on. Oh, our governor just leveled up. Excellent. What do we go for? Construction cost and food, goes without saying. Rohan brought a full stack. They also look like they're going to war, yeah? What is this? 3 onagars. Doesn't seem like defensive army to me at all. Gap of Rohan expanded, good stuff. It's only 2 pop. I'm really tempted to just expand Dunselt and build maybe another... Wait, we have enough food here, yeah, in this province, yeah. Another cuisine gathering for more influence and control. Going to get a lot of control from this, yeah, because we have a lot of influence here already. And this will allow us to swap edicts sooner rather than later into the super powerful one, yeah? The fuel the furnaces. Yeah, that will be the best long term. Getting control under control is super important, so build this. Now, what do we need to beat crappy army like that? Not much, right? We need half a stack plus the garrison we already have. So, you buddy, going to hire a fresh general here. Lurtz is the man. We can only trust him. Morale against men, morale while attacking. Okay, Lurtz it is then, yeah? Hire him. 1 horseman, 5 archers, and 4 melee units. Which ones are better, spears or these brutal guys? Maybe 2 of each, yeah? These are better offensively, yeah? Maybe we want to keep them for land battles. Or maybe like this, so we have a little bit of everything. Yeah, that seems good. Now, you get to Dunseld. You inside. Losing control a little bit, but I think we now have enough. It's 16 units along with the garrison. Most of them are crap tier 1 or basic ones, but it's okay. It's not like they bring a strong army to the table. Okay, Nulzav is the recruiter, so he should be recruiting, which means we keep Mog in here. Just need to leave him with the brutal 10 units to be able to defend, yeah? 1 calf, 5 archers. He's only got 3 archers. We need 2 more. Gonna keep these 3 crappy ones with him. How about this? Yeah, and just need to hire 2 archers for him, yeah? In fact, you know what? The units should be with him for now because they improve public order. Yeah, so do this and grab, need 2 archers for him and 5 for yourself, yeah? Gonna recruit full stack with Nulzav and attack someone. If no one attacks us until we have a full stack, we just go west. But I expect Rohan to press on. This is a trap for them. If they come with 1 stack against this, we have 17 units here, so they might think they are favored to not resolve, but we'll absolutely crush them. At least I hope we will. Time will tell. Rohan, huh? Minus 420, man. Gondor, how about we sign peace, buddy? Nope. Then we press on. Dwaro Delph has been lost. Minus control, yeah? And morale, not so good. Wait, what is this? Why is this army here? We now know Lothlorien, huh? Not so good. Goblins are our friends. Ah, Galadriel. We will visit you soon, dear old friend Galadriel. We can't let this crack on through our lands, yeah? This is unacceptable travesty. Need to wipe them out. We happen to have enough to do that. Yeah? Do we have enough movement to actually catch him after he... He can not accept the battle and then he'll end up next to Ginburg. Not so good, man. Not so good. Or we just ignore him. He's cracking on at Dunlanding tribes, yeah? It's fairly obvious. They will beat him. He's only got 1 stack and it's also damaged. Yeah, I'm not going to attack him. Build this material supplier and upgrade this to Cuisine Gathering. Nice, control going up by 9, that's what I like to see. Going down by 2 here, not much we can do about that. Okay, and we just got this brutal tech, construction works, yeah? What now? Start looking for hobbits? I think so, do it. Okay, get 4 more archers and Uruk-hai riders, yeah? Or what's the best? We want a mixture of offensive and defensive infantry. The best defensive we can get are... Ooh, half-orc axes, how about them? Very light shock infantry. They are not too bad. In fact, they are pretty brutal. Low melee defense, yes? Over long battles, these guys will do better, but... As a flanking force, they should be pretty devastating. We'll be taking heavy losses in Not Resolve though. The backbone of the army should be these guys, yeah? They are excellent for holding the line. So get one of them. Yeah, forces of evil are under pressure. At least Sauron is not losing anything. We'd rather Gondor be focused on our arch enemy Sauron than on us. Osgiliath and Ker Andros still hold. I wonder for how long. Okay, we press on. Okay, so this guy is cracking on at this city over here, and he is cracking on at the city over here. Oh, Saruman leveled up. Excellent. What do we get? What do we get? Already have a 10% discount. What else is here? Wealth from industry? I don't think so. Taxes are better. And influence, yeah? Yeah, that's the best. So go with this. Dark Agent, yeah? Yeah, and we're running out of money. Okay, think it's time to move against Dunlanding tribes soon, yeah? Let's shift the units over. Well, in fact, is there any way we can get peace with Gondor? Even if we need to pay up? Nope. But I expect them to be busy enough with Sauron. Okay, trade the units over, guys. Mog needs 5 archers, already got 3, so give him 2 more. A cav he's already got, and 5 melee units. Let's leave him a goblin, Mordor orc warrior, and 3 spears, yeah? That should be plenty. In fact, it's too plenty. 1 too many. Now what do we have here? 4 melee units, because we also get 4 from the garrison, yeah? But Gondor might be more difficult to beat. It's too many, just... it's fine. It will still only be 18 units, so we'll be still disadvantaged against a full stack. Come here. You get 1 more goblin from him. Back to Faesburg. And suddenly we have 12 stack in each of the borderline cities. And a 16 stack on the way to betray our beautiful Dunlanding tribes. We still make 800 gold profit, so we can hire to full, yeah? Definitely need some mobile units to run down the runners after our infantry crushes them, so grab 2 of these guys. And what can we get from here? We would love to get these guys, but they are not available, yeah? Might not be for the foreseeable. Pikemen, huh? Okay, so what else do we need? We have 7 brutal archers. This is excellent for taking cities with minimal losses. 2 works of Isengard will be enough to run down the runners, and we just need 2 more brutal melee units. Have 4 spears, 2 melee, 4 melee units, so maybe 2 shock units. Half-orc axes, how about them? But if we auto-resolve, they'll get wrecked. But shock infantry should be pretty good here, yeah? Get the 2 of them, yeah? We'll test them. If they are crap, we'll not hire them again. And that means we're basically out of money and out of income for the foreseeable until we take some cities. But our control here is improving mightily, so things will get better. Dear Galadriel, what's the problem? Minus 160. Military actions against Rohan. Broken treaties with Rohan. Trespassing. None of that happened. You have wrong information. Why would a wise, peace-loving Saruman ever do such atrocities? You must have been misinformed, Galadriel. We'll come back to that. For now, press on. Minas Morgul has been lost. Man. Further penalty to morale and control. Negligent steward. What is this? Growth and authority. From low control in governed province. Man. He has no influence on that, and now things just get worse. Okay, but none of this matters. We are all ready to crack on, yeah? These guys, they might even take Helm's Deep by the looks of it. I just hope Rohan doesn't take this, yeah? We want to take it. Ooh, before we leave, should we upgrade these guys? It's negligible, the bonus is not worth it, yeah? Just press on. Come here. Move Urukai. Double time, and hope we can make it next turn, yeah? It's empty, but we might be too far away by the looks of it. We'll see. We will see. We'll need to besiege it too. The garrison is... But this will see... Then we also need to defend crappy Ginburg. Yeah, we need to take care of the north. This is very, very important. I just hope goblins strike back. Although, factions have a tendency to brutally snowball in this mod, so who knows. For now, I'm just going to press on. History of the Ring. Saruman endeavored for many years to locate the one ring in the Anduin near the Gladden Fields. He succeeded in discovering the chain about which was hung the ring on Isildur's neck. Okay, so we just have a chain, but not the ring. That doesn't really help us much. But the quests will now start coming. Thick and fast, yeah? Disable legacy focus mission of the Istari. This is some crappy mission we're getting, yeah? That we don't care about. Oh, we have plus melee attack and defense against Power of Shadow. Interesting. That probably will get obsolete at some point too. Okay, so we have no economy for bigger units. Don't care about this yet. This could benefit us, but we're still very far away from expanding Isengard. Yeah, growth is 38, very healthy, but it's still going to take like a dozen turns at this rate. So the military attacks aren't really that tempting right now. So we focus on economy then, yeah? Perhaps we go this to get the passive food. Also influence adds up, get it. On the other hand, could get this and improve our iron mines. No, get this to get the passive boost, yeah? This could be relevant. Now, we're not quite able to get there. Okay, how about we move half the way and go into raiding, yeah? Oh, this is making us a lot of money, man. A lot of money. Wow, we should be raiding. Should build a stack once we are at war with Rohan, repeatedly sack this crappy village and be raiding here instead of going back to Faesburg. Now that we know that, perhaps it changes things. Okay, looks like we're too late. Rohanian stack will be besieged next turn. Even though they don't have much, they seem to have enough. Move on. This peace lasted long enough, right? I think so. Or do we go for Dunlanding tribes? If we restart war with Rohan. Well, if we start war with these guys, they'll immediately attack us. War with Rohan doesn't seem too bad right now. They have this brutal stack on their hands. I think we just attack, yeah? It's a beautiful opportunity to destroy full army of Rohan, take the city with timber inside. We go for it. Yeah, we can assault right away. How come? Can also do night attack for better stats. How do we get on walls if... walls are 99% wrecked, so there should be plenty of breaches. In fact, 5 breaches in walls already. They have 8 archers inside. We have 7 outside. We're not exactly favored here, but we'll be fine. We have numbers, and we have better units overall. Just need to run onagers out of ammo before we assault, yeah? Let's do it. Okay, where are those brutal breaches? Ah, wide open, huh? Wide open on this side. Arrow towers, however, are still operational. Man, the city is mightily fortified. So many arrow towers. Now suffer some brutal losses here by the looks of it. Did you not move too quickly? We don't really have a choice. We have no siege engines, and this is the only place we can get through. Wait, this gate is damaged, yeah, it's wide open. Without machines, we can only get through this corner over here, which means we need to deal with 3 brutal towers here. Most important, do we actually need to deal with these? Definitely need to deal with these 2, yeah? They'll cause us many orcs and goblins. This one we can probably ignore, but these 2 also need burning. Oh, plus this one, so it's like 6 brutal towers. Man, this will be tough. But at least we can get inside without much difficulty. Okay, looking for a hero with big massive armor and shield wall or something like this to tank the damage. And that hero's... no, we can't use our general. We tested this before and they actually take brutal damage from arrow towers. It's not archer towers, yeah? They use some like scorpion or some other stuff with massive damage and armor piercing. Lost 20 bodyguards last time we tried to take one of these over. So the pseudo stuff was not going to help us much. She's gonna sacrifice one of the crappy goblins, yeah? Although these guys have better armor, so they should be more resilient. Yeah, maybe just one of the spears, yeah? Just put him here, the wider the better, and then a big bunch of goblins with flaming shot will just burn it, yeah? Should we leave some guys around to pin them in place? Because if we move everyone to this side, in fact, if they move everyone here, we'll just be shooting them with everything we've got, yeah? That might not be necessarily a bad outcome. It looks so peaceful. Not for long. Not for long. Okay, gonna push the spears first. So they are quite resilient, and once we work on them a little bit, we'll push our melee and shock infantry in. But first and foremost, we press on with this guy. Come on, you guys are going to burn the towers, yeah? Flaming shot, and press on. They're crappy onagers here. We need to pull back, we'll suffer pretty ugly losses. Need to run the onagers out of ammunition first, yeah? Out. Everyone out. They're shooting us, yeah? Of course they are. Okay, just bring one warg, and we'll just run them out of ammo before we commit any other units. Give them something to do. Haven't lost this, well, lost one orc here, half orc, which is not a big deal. They're not very accurate, but they did land a couple of shots. Oh, this guy's already lost 3. Not so good, man. Okay, lost 5 wargs, but they keep shooting and shooting, so... Okay, we're no longer being shot at. Oh, the final volley, huh? By the looks of it. So inaccurate. Only killed 10 wargs so far. And they must be very low on ammo by this point. Lost another 3. Not a big deal. Man, how much ammunition they have. Okay, looks like they are spent. Definitely looks like they are spent. So we ran 3 onagers out of ammo. Oh no, one is repositioning. Ooh, shooting our guys with the final few volleys. Let them. Okay, lost 22 wargs of Isengard to run down round 3 onagers out of ammo. That's why onagers are crap. Okay, so, lost 14 of these guys. Not a big deal. Maybe lost 50 guys all in all from this so far. Gonna bring this brutal orc here and all our goblins and start with burning these 2 towers so we can actually get in without being shot at, yeah? Oh, one of the other onagers still has a little bit of ammo. It should be spent now, yeah? Okay, just burn the towers, guys. Just burn the towers. And you come closer so they actually shoot you. Come on, guys. Burn the towers. Damage 22%, huh? You want to run? Oh, now we are talking. This volley did 70% fire damage, yeah? Why the brutal lag? Pull back. Get rid of this one now, yeah? Okay, pull back. Just a single volley and we pull back, yeah? Out. The enemy just lost both towers. Good. We lost a few guys here and there, but nothing major. Slow it down. Towers are out. Now we need a hero to get there and scout for us so we can actually see them. Lost a couple of goblins per unit, but it's not a big deal. Spear hero is down to 163 guys. Come closer so we can actually see their units. And we'll start brutally bombing there. From the unshielded side, yeah? So they take higher casualties. Can get all the way here, so do. You are not being shot at, yeah? No, you're not. You're fine. Stop here. Whatever's there has you in range. The other tower, Yeah, pretty massive range. What is this? Oh, there's also this crappy tower. Need to move to the side, buddy. Speed this up slightly. There's some really badly damaged units inside. Okay. Get closer and you'll start shooting that single archer inside, yeah? Him. Can't see him? Then shoot whatever's here. And you maybe hide behind these buildings here. Oh, there are a couple of archers. We killed just a handful of them. Come on, guys. Shoot the archer, yeah? Shoot the archer. And you, buddy, hide behind these buildings here. And spread out. And all of you, make sure you shoot the archer, yeah? They are brutally overlapping. This will be very deadly for them. It also looks to be very deadly for us to be stuck in here. Because they can still shoot us. Pull to the side, buddy. Pull to the side. Guys, you shooting? Come on, shoot. I lost another 10 of these guys. But he's going strong. Why are so only few guys shooting? Guys, what is this? Should be firing volley after volley. Get closer if you can't see them. And crack on. Ah, the second crappy tower. How is the hero looking? 143. Looking good, looking good. Now we are talking. They are losing men fast. Now we are talking. Ramping kills on our guys. Looking good. The guy we are shooting is down to 130. And every other archer here is taking collateral. Looking good. A couple of our guys are under fire. But these towers have really low rate of fire. They kill one guy every several seconds. Which is not a big deal. How is the hero? 136. They killed like 10 since we last checked. But lost a couple hundred archers at the very least. Look at them. They are melting away. Wasting time and energy shooting the guy behind buildings, while we shoot them with everything we've got. Excellent. Guy down to 50. We'll soon switch to someone else, yeah? Switch to this guy with 120 guys in a unit, yeah? That one broke. Excellent. Switch to the other one, yeah? How are goblins looking? We start at 190. No one is lower than 180. 179 now, so we're looking good. Lost maybe 50, 60 archers. Probably wiped out 200-300 of them. Oh, more like 400 here. These 3 units are almost wrecked, yeah? 40, 30 something and... Yeah, let them. It's not gonna last for long. Now shoot him, yeah? And couple of you, shoot this one. Some also 40 of them left here. Guys, shoot, yeah? These guys are still dangerous, don't underestimate them. Okay, another one broke. Everyone, shoot the last one here. And slow it down. Just going to start the assault with him, yeah? Okay, one of you, fire volley on this guy to break him. You get inside. In fact, maybe you are the worst possible guy to do this because you are badly damaged. Everyone come closer and send our other spears inside, yeah? Bring them closer. And we still want to break the archers, yeah? This one is done. There's only 20 guys left. Come closer, guys, and shoot the archers, yeah? Just shoot the archers. Still 2 units here. 80. Yeah, just shoot him. Maybe we need him closer to actually see them, yeah? So come closer. Guys, don't shoot this wall. Shoot over the wall and land on these archers. There's 180 of them, yeah? Get inside so we can actually see the enemies, yeah? Now we can see them, good. Okay, gonna sacrifice this guy so we can see what's happening inside. And we can actually shoot the more valuable targets, yeah? Shoot him, fast. 170 of them, yeah? See how this volley does. This is so inefficient. Why is this so? Guys, only a few of you are shooting. Guys losing, huh? Okay, maybe you want to move. Oh, now this volley is better. How many are we going to wipe out? 160? Almost no one. It's not so good. Okay, more spears. Get in there. And you guys need to move because you are shooting. It's just not really killing many. 150 of them left. Okay, going to shift 4 of you here. And the 3 of you. Okay, you broke the other guy. Excellent. Send more guys in, yeah? You and you. The guy inside is about to break, but they'll now be fighting, they'll be bringing cavalry. Just shoot the archer, guys, just shoot the archer. Just the archer. Okay. He's losing decisively now, which is not so good. But it's all good. More on the way. 140 of them, huh? The 3 of you shoot him from here. This should be better angle, yeah? And you guys press on. Looks like they don't have much luck either here. Guys, why are you not shooting him? Why are you pulling away? Bring him closer. Everyone else come closer. This crappy archer still at 127. I just hope the arrows that don't land on him land on someone else. Oh, this was way better from these 3 guys, yeah? This is the right angle. Down to 70 in no time at all. Excellent. Now we are talking. Okay, the 4 of you switch to bombing this King's Company. Okay, we lost the first spear. That's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, 1 of you should have good angle on this guy, yeah? And the 3 of you switch to shooting the general, yeah? And you attack the general. Yeah, keep shooting this. How is the general? 35 of them. Okay, switch to these spears now. The archer's wavering, good. Down to 20 guys. Enemy general fallen, excellent. We only committed 3 melee units so far, yeah? And archers didn't take significant damage. Let's bring some better stuff here, yeah? Such as these two. Still only fighting with 2 spears, and they are doing a decent job. Haven't taken significant losses. You just keep hammering these horses. Once they fall apart, we stop shooting. We need to keep ammunition for that last archer, yeah? In fact, maybe we should stop now. Got decent kills now, and we have better units inside. Okay, we won. Excellent. Clear walls, guys. Clear the walls. Oh, the general is approaching. Excellent. Start shooting him, guys. Everyone? No, he's still far away. Man, we are now under fire from multiple arrow towers and archers. This is going to be a bloodbath. Now the losses will accelerate. Ah, not so good. These crappy guys... do we... just start chasing this archer. At least you'll stop him from shooting. You keep wiping these guys out. And these guys should be pretty quick at disabling towers, yeah? They are riders. So that should be pretty good. Attack this and you mop up these, yeah? You get inside and help him out. You're going to attack the victory point. You're going through here. That's fine. Just get in there, yeah? I'm going to ignore these 3 towers. They are too far away. Just gonna take over the victory point, yeah? Chop these guys down. You finish him off. Archers, can you shoot this guy? He's coming closer. That's another fresh archer, yeah? 190 guys. And the 4 of you try to shoot him too. Okay, crush this one so we can push through. And you attack their general. It's 23 of them. Look how fast we are losing this orc now that he's under fire from the towers. The towers are absolutely brutal. Okay, one of you chop the guy on the walls. And you just clear the crappy onagers. Okay, the crappy archer went into melee with us. Perhaps we should stop shooting, yeah? We'll win this melee skirmish easily. Oh, we lose to the general, yeah? We lost that orc. Attacking into there was not smart. Didn't pay off. How crappy onagers are holding us back for so long, man. Hey, you know what? Get the final volley on these. There's only like 20 of... Wait, this is 150 guys. Why did we not pin them in melee? Just keep shooting them, yeah? Okay, you just attack him in melee, and all the archers stop shooting because of friendly fire, yeah? Just stop, guys, just stop. And you move away from here. You're too close to... Oh, we won! Excellent, end battle. They just collapsed. Okay. Had to end battle ASAP because we were still under fire from all these towers, but that was pretty decent. 600 men lost. That's not too bad, considering we were evenly matched at best. That's like, what, 15-16% losses? Nice. Good decisive victory here. Lost a single unit, which is not a big deal. And we have this beautiful city with timber inside. We are going to occupy it, yeah? It's not worth sacking these cities, because if we occupy, we get the buildings operational faster, and we have 50% discount on converting them, yeah? It's very, very valuable. Look at the city, 6 buildings inside. Absolutely beautiful. Amazing. Making 400 gold right away. And our brutal Nulzaf leveled up. What do we get? He's already got rank 2 commander. Bodyguards are only for his unit. Not so useful. Charge bonus is not horrible. Raiding income is decent. We make a tons of money from raiding. Topping this up with another 20% could be good. Like, enemies each holdout time -2. This could be useful. Construction cost. This is for governors. Campaign line of sight and enemy morale. This is also good. Melee defense is also good. Like, there's quite a few decent ones. I'm going to go with melee defense, minimizing losses. Although the other one is wasted on the governed province, yeah? So maybe we go for charge bonus and raiding income. I quite like this. Go for this, yeah? Okay. Back on the warpath, huh? Should we sack this crappy city? What's inside? Not much. We go for it? Wait, there's no garrison. And the buildings are all damaged, so we're not going to make any money from this. Perhaps you should just enter their lands and go into raiding. See how much money we make from this, yeah? We might end up somewhere weird if they attack us with a stack we can see and we retreat into some bizarre place. Might also be out with garrison's reinforcement range, which would be a disaster. So maybe we stay put for now, yeah? Oh, this guy also leveled up, nice. Get this, yeah? Okay. Probably need to repair some of it, yeah? We'll be repairing 1 building per turn, which means it's going to take a long time. Probably want to scrap recruitment camp, yeah? We don't need to recruit here, so get rid of it. Center is good, we will want it. Don't even have that much money to invest into it. All these are expensive. I'm going to only repair this, because it's the cheapest, and let the other stuff repair on its own. There will be 4 buildings that should repair 1 per turn over the next 4 turns, yeah? Good stuff. And we need replenishment here, so let's stay here for a few turns, and then we push further. Now, do we have land connection? We do have land connection, so we should be getting this brutal timber. And also, we can now trade with these folks. Deteriorating, huh? Past treaties with Rohan. Rohan not very popular by the looks of it. Let's try to strike trade deals. We are still steadfast, interesting, despite us betraying Rohan. How about trade? Low? I'm giving you more resources than you have. Well, if these guys don't want to trade with us, that's the only reason we would ever keep them around. If we make enough from trade, that it outweighs the benefits from simply conquering them. But if they don't want to trade, then there could be only one outcome here. Now, since we are not actually building anything here, perhaps we were better off appointing a governor. Oh wait, we never promoted our guys? Man. Guys, get in here ASAP, yeah? Influence and authority. This is very important that you get that, yeah? So, you buddy out and get someone in. I wish we could see what they have. We know these guys are super brutes, yeah? Control -2. We can't use any of them. Negative control is like the worst. They are too brutal to be governors. They simply are too simple-minded. We need better creations. Okay, this guy is at least neutral. He's even slightly positive. But we might be better off just appointing Stibolf next turn, because he's got a discount, yeah? Already got 5% discount on construction cost. So we're gonna wait a turn. We're gonna appoint this guy for a turn, then swap to Stibolf. Westfold, yeah? Get there. And let's get Control Edict. Why can we not get it? Don't tell me we appointed him here. Okay, fine. Just stick to control here for another turn. And we press on. You keep begging for money, goblins. Just go away. We have more important things to do here. Obstruction. Just decree. Isengard has researched history of the One Ring text. With this incident, a mission will soon be issued. Excellent. Looking forward to it. Okay, now. Rohan has a full stack here. A crap stack with 5 onagers. Man, I don't think they can beat us here. Not with this crappy army. They would need to maximize value from onagers, which is not going to happen. Yeah? So, how about another round of peace? Dear Theoden. Low, huh? I need to crush them harder. They are up to strength rank 6. We are up to 9. We were at 16 at the start. So, we're making progress. Crappy Dawnless tribes are number 10. These folks are any more willing to trade? No. Unless we can strike trade deal with them, perhaps they should be our next target, because Dawnless are at least somewhat useful, yeah? And these seem to only have one region, yeah? They do have one region indeed, which means once we replenish, we can just wipe them out. They have no allies, right? They are each on their own. That is the case indeed. Excellent. We can't see the garrison, but presumably they would have a full stack and a decent garrison. We have a almost full stack here. Don't think we should wait 12 turns to replenish these guys. Probably just merge them. Oh, we need a garrison here before we move out, yeah? Oh, the most important building repaired. Excellent. We can now repurpose it. But before we do so, let's appoint that brutal guy, Stibolf, as a governor, yeah? Just need to kick him out. You in Enedwaith. And now we can also apply Edict, which is obviously going to be control. Needed badly here. Ah, -40 food. That's not so good, man. Perhaps we need food even more, so we can... Because we get so much negative from not having food, that just fixing food situation is worth more than +3 flat control. So get this. Let's repurpose this one. 2,000 gold, huh? That's not horrible. Okay, and these will repair on their own soon as well. What our garrison will be here? 5 rebels and 3 bows. That's pretty crappy. And then colony gives us some half-orcs. Yeah, we don't have enough money to splurge on repairs. Let them repair on their own. Gonna repurpose this. Wait, this is the builder, yeah? We can repurpose it into our builder. Keep the resource, of course. Supply station is nonsense. Gonna scrap it once it's repaired. And we need food, yeah? So what gives food here? This, yeah? Treated soil. Yeah, we need it. So build it. And should we move? How bad is it going to get if we leave? And how long till we have the garrison back? 6 turns, okay. That is a long wait, man. A long wait indeed. Yeah, if we move out, it's going to be... Rebellion is going to happen very, very soon. We'll need a second stack here, a small one, to deal with rebels. Or we hope of getting lucky and the rebellion spawning here. Can Gondor attack us here? They could. They would need to march through the desolate land and enter here, which is possible, but it would take them a long time. I think they are more likely to crack on at Dunselt or just move through Rohan's lands. Not going to worry too much about it. Time is of essence. Merge these two guys. Going to hire a general to deal with rebellion. Ah, but we need numbers, yeah? We don't know how strong these guys are. Move here first and foremost, yeah? So we can actually see them, yeah? Press on. Okay. Not even a full stack, 14 stack. City looks rich, it's making 1400 gold. Beautiful. Floodbrig. 6 units in the garrison, 2 tier 2 archers, and then a small fleet. And what's inside? Whoa, 6 buildings, all tier 2. This is going to be very, very rich. Wait, they have a lot of food here. In fact, 3 food buildings. And 4 if we count 4 because of harbor, yeah? Beautiful, we don't need food here. Change of plans. Scrap this, the treated soil, and instead we build experimental lair for influence and control, yeah? And it's gonna take a while to convert this place, but we'll get there. Isengard, huh? 1 influence, man. It's pretty crappy. Okay, and do we have units available here if we need... Yeah, I think we'll just pop a general here once we take this and about to get rebellion. And maybe hire a merc or 2. That should be enough. Maybe even 1. That should tempt the rebels to attack us. With a lead general and another unit we should win. Are we now making more money from the trade? Yeah, we're exporting timber. Excellent, but it's only 50 gold. Barely worth mentioning. Okay. This crappy Grimslade place. Got the garrison back. Buildings are... looks like they're damaged, yeah? Yeah. So we aren't going to make much money from here, but we can wipe out the garrison. There is some value in that. Should we? We'll be on double time, because we can't make it back on a single time, yeah? So we would need... we'll be weakened, and this stack is likely to attack us. So perhaps it's not a good idea. Especially that there's only 1 building here that's not damaged, so we'll not make a lot of money from it. Yeah, so we stay put, yeah? And we press on. Ooh, they did attack. They brought 5 crappy onagers. So what we're looking at, 2900 versus our 3.6k. Numbers are firmly on our side. So is quality. We could even auto-resolve this, but losses will be dreadful. They have no cavalry in this stack, yeah? Just a big pile of archers and some onagers. I think we'll be fine here. Just need to make sure we deal with onagers cleanly, yeah? Alright, interesting. We know this layout. Been defending it before. How about crappy onagers? What's the range? Nice ruins. Can we see the range? Range is decent. Very decent indeed. Yeah, they can wreck the arrow towers easily enough. Okay. We want them to pile on. There is no barricade. Previously we had a barricade here, yeah? In fact, it's only similar layout to the one of... Right, so what are they going to do? There is an empty entrance here, undefended, with a single tower, yeah? They're all just going to pile on through it. If we'll be defending this, we'll be in range of all these onagers. Perhaps not the best idea to be doing that. All the barricades are here, which is very useless, because all the enemies are here. In fact, there's 17 of them over here. Where are the other 3? Can't see them. Maybe they are in the forest. Probably here, yeah? Okay, so first things first, we need to deal with onagers. The best man for the job is this wildling. Gonna just run him back and forth, let them shoot him until they run out of ammo. And we'll be defending deeper in, because if there will be other targets here, they are just quite likely to go after them, yeah? And we will just be defending the inner. Best defensive unit is this guy, half-orc spear. Yeah, so put him here in a spear wall. Goblin bows on the walls here. Wait. There's a barricade over here, yeah? Forget about this one, scrap it. Just activate this, yeah? Because if we activate this one, what they'll do, they'll just simply crack on at the nearest entrance to the inner castle, yeah? Which is here, yeah? Because this is blocked and it would take them longer, plus the path is longer too. And if they are attacking through here, we can position our archers here, shooting over buildings into their unshielded side, yeah? This is going to be devastating. Whereas here, yes, we would get bonus from barricade, but it's not that big of a deal, and we would be shooting through the trees into their shielded side. Not very useful at all. Ooh, what is this? Wow. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so half-orc spears are defending the gate. We want all the archers inside, other than maybe these 2 guys who will be stashed away here, shooting over these buildings, yeah? Into the blob once it starts forming. And then other goblins will be inside too. Okay. Then we have a big pile of melee units, the crappy rabble here. What do we do with them? Maybe use them as a flanking force, yeah? Just put them here. Maybe as a cannon fodder. This is a garrison guy. Maybe put one here to absorb some losses from the enemy archers, yeah? Once they get inside. This is pretty brutal treatment of these uglings, but just look at them. They don't deserve anything better. They are very imperfect creations. Our own ones are much superior. Okay, next we have lords who will be stashed away at the back of this brutal inner fort, and the other 4 guys will obviously need to reinforce the half-orc defending the entrance, but only when we actually need to, yeah? Let's press on. You buddy, crack on, then speed this up and let them start shooting you, yeah? Okay, dodge the volley from archers, that's most important. Looks like onagers are firmly after him, yeah? Already hit one guy. I lost two, not too bad. They have enough ammo for like 12 volleys, yeah? So that will be a little back and forth, but as long as no one else is after him, that's all good, yeah? Looks like everyone else went into the castle, yeah?
Nothing remains of that tower now.
Yeah, we don't care about the tower. What's not so good is that barricades are under attack, yeah? You go here. Now you buddy is going to attack this guy. He's already shaken. Because barricades are under attack, they'll be going through here, which means we need to pull these guys inside and bring someone to defend this gate, yeah? Such as another spear, yeah? You come here and you pull back a little bit, yeah? Now, back to our heroic riders, yeah? Start going the other way. Already wavering? Oh, we already lost the trouble. Not so good, man. You just keep running, buddy. You just keep running, yeah? Doing a good job. Look, they already have only half of ammunition left. You only lost 20 guys. It's not a big deal. Okay, you set up, buddy. Almost in place. Excellent. We are about to be fighting here. Our guy is pulling back, but so are theirs. Wait, there's the general trying to overtake this tower. Our 750 crappy guys. Attack him, yeah? Go for it. You are going to pop shield wall. All the archers are inside. Excellent. How is our hero here? Buddy, you need to be moving. They are shooting you, yeah? How is the ammunition on them? About half and some of them less than half. Good job, man. Good job. Not long to go and you can retire. Oh, he wants to get inside through here. Going to pop our guy. Just attack him, yeah? General versus general, but we are also going to recharge him. How is our hero holding here? Only lost a few guys. Not too bad. Buddy, you need to be moving, yeah? Keep moving. General versus general. Ooh, he's pulling away. That's too late now, yeah? Just charge at him. And you guys swarm him from rear. Our general is better, we should win this, yeah? Yeah. Don't you worry. Guys, you need to be shooting archers, yeah? Don't shoot the junk inside, just shoot the archers. Are we under fire? Not really, yeah? Do we have them in range? We should. So come a little bit forth and shoot. How are you doing, buddy? Combat even. Excellent. How is our general doing? There's already lost 4 guys, not too bad. Buddy, you need to be moving. Onagers almost out of ammo, I presume. Guys, if you can't shoot from here, maybe you should stay away, yeah? Just come as close as you can. How is this hero looking? 183, looking great. Oh, we lost 16 bodyguards, combat even, recent casualties sustained, not so good. But now that we have 750 guys attacking their general from rear, we should get an upper hand. Crappy onagers, man. At least they are not shooting our other guys. How they are looking anyway? Almost out of ammo, yeah? Not too long for you, buddy. This unit is a hero. How is the general? Shaken, 40. I would rather him survive, because we will need someone to run down the runners, yeah? Okay, now since they abandoned the barricade, we can bring these archers here and start hammering them from over the wall, yeah? From over these buildings. Are we shooting these archers? They lost a few, nothing major. They are shooting our orc guy, but he's in a shield wall, yeah? So it's not very effective. Guys, go the other way. How is the general looking? Our guy down to 111. Theirs is down to 29 and shaken. We're going to chop him down very, very soon. Okay, they are running out of infantry. Gonna start moving our guys behind them. Brilliant. This is the end for them. Onagers out of ammo. Let's have a look at them. Pretty much, yeah? They're firing their final volley and this will be it. General wiped out. Excellent. You come back here. The treble guy. Start flanking them, yeah? Press on. All their archers are wavering. Okay, one of you switch to flaming shot. If we land flaming shot on them... Yeah, it's so good. Ah, this is cavalry. That's not so good. Because cavalry was supposed to catch the runners, yeah? How are we looking here? 145. This guy is wavering. They are all wavering here, but it's not good enough. Guys, you were supposed to get here, yeah? Anyway, guys, are you at least shooting them, yeah? All of you, all the goblins should be shooting this blob, yeah? And you should be shooting the blob too. And you should be flanking the blob. Get behind them, attack this archer, yeah? Oh, the cavalry is back? Excellent, start coming back then. You attack this guy. You start the pursuit, attack this. Why did you come here, guy? This is pretty reckless, you know? And you're also about to go into melee, which is even more reckless. Just keep shooting these guys, yeah? And you cut them off from escape route. One of them broke, the other 4 are wavering. There's nowhere to run. You entered our brutal castle, and this is where you stay. All of you, keep hammering these archers. They are all breaking, yeah? You and you too. Just keep hammering the archers. Going to catch this one very soon. And bring the cavalry to also pin him. You pile on. Why exactly are you going there? Just keep shooting him, yeah? Bring these two. Maybe even bring the general. Are we winning this? The guy is shaking, so we should. These three are wavering. Good stuff. Look, big swarm of routed units. Buddy, going to go into melee and start chopping them down. Because we need to capitalize on this victory, yeah? Someone recharge this guy to break him. You attack this. And all of you just... yeah, all of you go after archers other than you, who should be recharging him, yeah? And this should break him. And you, buddy, just start routing the runners. You, stop them. This guy now wavering, yeah? Attacked from rear, that should be it for him. Yeah, and all of you just attack this stuff. Got this guy pinned, excellent. I'm just chasing the last archer, yeah? How is our cavalry looking? Looking good, but make sure you move. Okay, we need some stronger guy here to actually break them. They are wavering now, good. Okay, archers, stop shooting, guys. Probably causing gigantic friendly fire by now. All of you switch to melee and just chase them on the foot. No, we're not going to end battle. We need to chop them down, yeah? Okay, hooray, victory, there we go. Okay, we lost 1 in 6 defenders. They got away with 400 men. That's actually not too bad. I thought we won't be able to fully capitalize on this victory, but it looks like they only got away with 3 units. 4. That's actually pretty good. We go for money, yeah? The 3% replenishment is irrelevant. 1450 is massive. Loot the battlefield. You go away. Mission issued placeholder. Okay. Have agents deployed in the following regions simultaneously at the turn start. We have 20 turns to do that. Lorien, Anduin Vale, and Dunland. This is tough. 20 turns is not a lot. We don't even have 3 agents. It's gonna be tough. Okay, Lord's got a rank. Excellent. But he's also injured. Not so good. Heroic victory. Good stuff. Witchcraft experiments. Excellent. Okay, and we are now in a position to strike at Flodbrick. It looks like we're going to keep Dunlanding tribes around for a little bit longer. They proved to be quite useful. Although they did mop up that Rohan leftover stack, taking opportunity to do this assaults from us. But that's okay. Let them. Subscribe!